I'm early, but early's better than late, right? I figured I don't know how long I'm gonna get to stream. Reason being, Pink Ninja is out, so I'm watching the boy, which is wonderful. And we had a great morning together, and he's sleeping now. And I have my baby monitor up so that I can watch him. But when he wakes up, I've got like 10-15 minutes after he wakes up before I gotta go get him. So that being said, I'm gonna start a bit early. We're gonna jump into this, and yeah, I'm kind of hoping people show up. What's up, Belle? I see you. Last time we had a stream where a bunch of people were here, and like Massault made ASDF World V1 and ASDF World V2 live during the stream. So we didn't get to finish ASDF World 2 V2, and we're gonna see if we can get into it. So you're a little late. Sorry, no full spaceship greeting. All good. Yeah, no, you said that you were gonna go to sleep, but you have to be here for oh yeah, Twitch. Thanks for the reminder. We'll get Twitch going live, and then here I'll do this. Subscribe to YouTube while Twitch is not yet up, so they don't have to have some of their screen taken up. You know what I wish? I started streaming and I used OBS Stream Elements OBS, something like that. It was a version of OBS, Streamlabs OBS. Stream Elements is cool. Streamlabs is a little shady. And they had some features that were really nice. Like you could set certain assets to only go onto a stream, or like you could say only send this to the recording, not the stream, and then the asset would only show up where you wanted it to. And that is no longer an option with standard OBS. But Streamlabs had other problems, so I'm glad to not be using their software anymore. And there's probably a plugin to do it. It's just I don't think my 3080 can handle high refresh rate 1440 gaming while multi-encoding. Because right now I'm using a stream encoder, and then I'm just saving that as the recording and streaming on the same encoder. And it handles it just fine. But I just don't think that it would do well with anything else. So yeah. What's up, Maddie? Welcome in. With all that being said, hi everyone, my name is ASDF. I think I said a different word than I always do. That sounded weird coming out of my mouth. I'm ASDF, and today we're going to be playing ASDF World V2, a map that Massault made for us last stream, and we're going to see if we can wrap it up. So, wow, the song just ended. We'll just cut it there, and then we'll get into this. It'll be great. Today, we're playing maps recommended by you live. We've got a couple to play. Whoa, my mouse is so sensitive. What is wrong with my mouse? Hang on. That's not sensitive at all. This feels right. That was so weird. I was playing a game. I forgot what the game was. But it was a game where you have to walk and look at the same time. And I cranked the sensitivity to max in that game, and it still was not nearly sensitive enough. So I had to put my mouse DPI up to max too. Maps recommended by you. Worst timing for your dad to take you out ever. Hey, it's all good. We got a couple to play, so we're gonna do this one, and then we're gonna do one of the maps that's like a precursor to the Divinity mod. What am I doing with my life? That's right. We do this and this. That gets us out onto here, and then we can jump out this way. Okay, so that was good. We just have to remember there's a light bridge and a portal. There's a portal surface there, and there's a mesh there. We could walk onto the mesh, but I don't know if that's entirely helpful. Alternatively, we could do this. Oh no, that's behind glass. Okay, so we have to go walk out there. We can put this back by seeing it from that bridge, right? There was some way to get the light bridge out over this way. Yeah, lasers don't hurt. Any map where the lasers don't hurt, I love it. I love it so much. All right, let's see what we can get to from here. It might be this one, but I think we can also see this one. Yeah, that must be intentional. So we'll get one going there. And let's just walk around before we really try to do any puzzle solving and see kind of where we're trying to get to. The exit is that way. So we're gonna need to have a light bridge. The only way to get the light bridge actually is there. So we'll need to have this light bridge here, and then we'll also need... Maybe we don't need the light bridge. Maybe that is... It'll allow us to jump that far. We should test it. We can't really test it, but we should test it. Okay, then we also have a button there. I'm assuming that button makes this lift go downwards. Then, to make the lift go upwards, we're going to have to fizzle the cube or something. We'll have to somehow remove the cube from that button, which is fine. We can figure that out while we're on the lift. There's also this lift that's connected to this laser receiver, which we can go get a laser and shine it out that way from this side, because we can see that. Oh, we can't. We would have to walk down through, which we can do. So let's keep looking around to get a good idea. YouTube just reloaded. That's weird. Is it still working? Now, there is something up here that we can probably see from this lift, and we need to get a laser out there. And what does that do for us? If we get a laser out there, that drops a cube in the entrance room, a laser cube in the entrance room. There was also another cube. There's a cube here that we need to catch somehow, but I couldn't figure out how to do that. If we put the light bridge there and drop this cube, then we could do that. And that cube spawns by shining a laser here to get a cube here. We could also figure out how to get the laser to shine there from here so we can just catch it. But I have a feeling what we'll need to do, I don't know what order we need to get these cubes in. We were able to spawn this cube, but there was no way to catch it. We could put a light bridge up there first. Then we could spawn this cube. And it would stay on the light bridge. That would give us enough time to walk over here and then somehow get a laser to shine into there. So I think let's try to get this cube first, because the laser cube would be immensely helpful. And I think this is also a laser cube. All right, let's see if we can get that one first. Oh, what's up, Rocker? Welcome in. This one bat almost flew into your room? Whoa. Wait, where are you? Why are there bats where you're at? Okay, we can do this. We can put orange here, which gives us access back into the first chamber. We can also get back by using this faith plate that flings us back into the middle. I think now you've seen all the testing elements, even from this stream. So that being said, my face is kind of in the dark. I have a big old light. Oh, it's the other side. I was like, wait a minute. Oh, Berlin, and you're in your room. Interesting. We used to stay at a cabin at near Mount Whitney, and it was wonderful. Loved it. What does this do? Oh, that puts the lift up. Do we want that now? I guess let's just do that. That should get this lift to go up. The lift is up now. We're not on it, but that's fine. We can move orange, but let's save right here, because there's no going back once we go over. I want to know if we can see this. We can see that from here. I don't know that we can run that far. Let's find out. Let's see if we can do this. Okay, no, we can't run that far. We could put orange here. I'm just trying to see what we can do with the laser for now. Oh, interesting. So if we put orange here, then we could put blue elsewhere. Blue would make the laser come out from from somewhere else. Let's think if there's any way... I mean, we already saved, so let's just experiment with this. That actually might give us enough time to go catch that cube. I didn't think about putting the lift up and the fact that the lift pole blocks the laser. I have a feeling Masalt knew that, and that was one of the key elements of this puzzle. So let's go back and try that again. What did we do? We moved blue to there. I think, if I'm not stuck on the handrail, I think we can put blue here. It's probably not super tight timing either. Now we can catch this cube. Thank goodness I caught it. Okay, this is massive progress because I didn't think this cube would be the one that we would get first. So I'm gonna save here because it feels like getting a cube is the right thing to do. Now the question is, do we throw the cube? But I feel like Masalt is going to show up if I mention throwing a cube as part of the solution. Masalt's going to show up and be like, no, so help me ASDF, if you mention cube throwing one more time, well, I'm not here to watch you play the test. I'm done. Do I know the band AJR? Well, I don't know them personally, which would be super cool. I do know a couple bands personally, or I know people who know bands, something like that. Hey, it's this guy. How you doing? It's been a long time. Welcome back. Cube throw summons Masalt. Yeah, exactly. Anyways, I have heard stuff by AJR. In fact, I feel like they're a band that you either love them or hate them. That's kind of the consensus that I get about AJR in general. All right, now we have this laser cube, which gives us a lot of options. For instance, because this is glass, we could put this here. No, we could put this in line with this guy. So like here. Then we can go move the laser by putting blue there. No. Okay, we need... Ooh, this is tricky. I wonder if... Oh boy. I wonder if Masalt does angles with lasers. I'm not a huge fan of angled lasers, but most of the portal mappers are not angled laser fans, but maybe, because we might be able to see... Oh, this goes the other way. Okay. No, it's probably not an angled laser thing then. Because I was thinking if it goes out the other way, this way, well, I mean, maybe if we had the cube here pointed that way, but that doesn't really help me either. Let's think about this. Now, I don't really want to hit that guy with the laser, even though I've been thinking about hitting it with this laser cube, because it'll just respawn the cube, so that's not helpful. There's also, there's glass up there, just so that you could see that this line goes through. I love that. It's so good. You're doing a cover of Maybe Man from AJR. Oh, that's cool. You're gonna work on your companion cube thing and watch you? Alright, sounds good. Sounds good. I don't know that I've heard... if the song played, which I won't because I'll get hit with so many copyright infractions, I'd probably recognize it because I've heard their stuff probably at least once. But I can't think of what it is off the top of my head. Alright. Why are these grates like popped out like this? Maybe just so you can really tell that they're there. Because I've seen things like this where the grate is flush with the wall and then this surface is actually back in the wall. I wonder if the reason it's like this is so that you can hit it from a crazy angle. But let's think about what we can hit with this cube now. What can we do with this cube that we couldn't do before? We could use this cube to shine the laser straight here into blue. Right? That's going... Move it back a little bit so it's lined up properly. I should move orange so it's not as confusing, but I think this spot right here is shining it as about as straight on as I can get it. Oh, I could actually make it a little better crouching. Okay, that's straight on. I think that's gonna do it, because then we can move orange around. So now, oh, orange, we need to get it into there. So if I use this cube to shine it into there, how do I want to do that though? It's going into orange. If we move blue, we need to shine it here while we're on the lift. That's the next step. What's up, Sir Coons? Isn't this a new Massault map that is the improved version of Sea Lantern? I don't know what Sea Lantern is. This is ASDF World 2 V2, and it is a new Massault map as of last Saturday. Massault made it for the stream, and I couldn't figure it out in the stream time, so this is round 2, baby. To be fair, I only had like 5 minutes to look at this last time. Now my brain was on fire. I kind of wish I would have just kept streaming forever, because I would have solved every portal map imaginable. I mean, we were even doing facade and making progress in, you know, 15 minutes or whatever, so that was encouraging. We need to get this from on the lift. Let me think about how to do that from here. From here, we can move a portal to here, which doesn't help us. Actually, hold on a second. How do we get a cube into this chamber? I didn't even think about the fact that you can't get a cube in. The only way to get a cube into this chamber is to put a light bridge there and take one out of the first room. So that cube, well, not necessarily that cube, because there's ways to get cubes in and out of the first chamber, but effectively we're gonna need to take a cube from the first chamber out that way, the light bridge, and have a light bridge up there. So you saw Massault and SPKI, Speaky, arguing and thinking about the exit area and its exit condition. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I don't know if there have been any changes. I'm wondering if you can jump this. I have a feeling it's just far enough that you can't jump it, but I kind of want to test it. You know what I mean? Because I'm thinking if you have to light bridge to there, I don't know. We still need to get this laser here somehow. I'm getting distracted by the rest of the test because I don't want to get up here and then find out that I've set it up wrong. Sometimes knowing what you need to do next is helpful. Because if what we need to do is put the light bridge up there, then we're going to have a portal there. Which means that we need to get this cube into the first room. Which we can do. Let's just go back into the first room for a sec. And then we'll set up our portals to get it back through. So what did we do before? We did... Oh, right. We did this, actually. I think we need to get this into the first room, because then we can manipulate the laser a lot easier. So we do this. And over here. Did you miss something major? No. Nothing major. Get the light bridge up. This could be a big mistake, but it doesn't matter. We saved right after we got the cube. Need to move orange. Okay, that gets us a light bridge and a laser. Oh, we're actually Chell now. I thought we were Bendy the first time. So maybe there have been updates to the map since we played it last. Okay, now we have a laser going into blue and a light bridge going into blue. So now, how does that help us? That will allow us to do some interesting stuff. I'm not going to save, though, because I don't know if we did it right. That'll allow us to get up here with the light bridge and the laser that'll spawn this cube, which will be nice. We just need to get up there, which is this guy. If we... Oh, sorry, no, it's not that guy. It's that guy. So we could potentially... do nothing about that. Maybe I'm a step ahead. Looks simple, but it's not at all. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. I mean, that's Masalt's, like... He's famous for that. Masalt does stuff that looks simple and it's not. The neighbors just started a party. Well, guess who's not getting sleep at all? Okay, so maybe that's not the right solution. Some part of me wonders. Some part of me wonders if it's a laser at an angle thing. Can we see that from here? No, there's definitely... That pillar blocks this laser from going that way. And this... maybe could still see it. If we had a laser coming out of there... Oh, but we don't need to get it to there. We need to get it to here. I keep forgetting it's this one now. I solved getting the first cube faster than I thought I would. And so I'm still stuck on trying to get the laser over there. We need to get the laser here while we're standing on the lift. What do we have access to from on this lift? We have access to respawning this cube, which we might have to abandon the first cube to get the second cube, because then we can get the first cube back again. And that means if we put something there, it'll fizzle that first cube, which will put the laser back straight. So if we have... if we have blue there, and then we put... oh, no, it's not this one. It's... okay. Anything you want to know about the companion? I don't know. Is there anything you want to tell us? We need it to go straight out of there and straight out of there. So if we have a portal there and there, we need it to come out this way. Boom. So we eventually need to have a portal there and there, so that when we fizzle the cube, it shines into there, fizzles the cube, then snaps back the laser to there. Portal there and there. So that means based on there and there, we need to block this laser with the cube. So where can we have the cube that blocks that laser? Also, we would need to... that's going in. Let's say blue is there. Let's just try it out a bit. Say blue is there. Orange is here. Can't see it, but that's fine. Blue is there, orange is there. So we can't move orange. If we move orange, we're toast. Which means maybe we need to shine that through that way. And then we can move blue to here, which would fizzle the cube. This is really tricky. Okay, no, this isn't working either. You can't concentrate with music this bad blasting in the apartment next to you. Oh, what's up, War? Welcome in. My brain's stuck. I'm not as smart as I was last stream. I was so smart last stream. Who recommended this to ASDF? I wonder who it was. Actual torture session, what? Dude, it's literally called ASDF World. What? I mean, come on. It's... Massault straight up recommended it and built it last stream. We were playing it, but we only had 5 minutes. When my brain was still working. One of the funny ways to identify a simple hard test is the music that's playing right now. Really? The setting you use for your mod will be the style when GLaDOS is remaking the facility. Oh, that's cool. Maybe we won't get through this. Maybe I should have started with the other one. This is one of Massault's hardest working projects that he just named ASDF World and dropped in as a joke. That's awesome. I love that. Good luck. It feels... I don't know. It feels like there's a lot of elements. But there's only a certain number of ways that we can make it work. So let me think this through. Let's say we have orange there. I'm just going to go move orange there. Because we can make it work. Well, I'll move blue. No sleep for you tonight. Oh, man. We figured some things out. If it starts taking too long to do this, then I'll go move somewhere else. I'll do the other tests that we have on the docket. But until then, I'm having fun so far. Now, let's think about this. If we put this here, right? This is the only spot in this chamber where we can have the cube pointed in here. Now, I know how everyone feels about angled lasers, but if you force the angle to be at a straight 45, maybe it's not as bad as other people are saying. If we put this through here, is it just gonna immediately fizzle this cube? I'm gonna save. It did not fizzle the cube. Amazing. Okay. So that's coming through out. If we're facing the portal, it's going out to the right. If we put a portal there, it's not going to work. If we put a portal, I might not want to move yet. Do I have brew of the day? Oh, it's, we got a coffee from Trader Joe's that's pretty good. I forgot the name of it though. It is a different brew than I normally have too. It's Moose something? Something Moose? I forgot the name. I think it's local to LA though. It's pretty good. And it was roasted recently. You can tell when you brew coffee if it has a lot of gas that comes out and bubbles. Then that means it was done recently. Okay, I have a feeling this isn't it. If we have this there, if we put it here, that doesn't help. If we put it there, it doesn't help. It does block the laser though. So if we can somehow respawn this cube, if we can respawn that cube currently, then the lift would go up. But also, not super helpful at that angle. And we can't get it at this angle. Unless it's on this side. If it's on this side pointed in there, then I'm gonna need to respawn it. Well, I could get it back out, but if it's like right here pointed in there, yeah, if we put it right here, then it would respawn itself with a ghost cube and give us just enough time, maybe, because we can put orange there from right here. So if we put there, it'll ghost cube us enough time to run up to here. Then we'll be able to move the lift up, put a portal there. We would need to put orange up there. get back out of blue. Then we could put blue up there. But how do we get back up there then? We would be able to get the light bridge up, but I don't think that would help us per se. Because there would be no way to get onto it. It's close. I feel like it's close. Let's try it. Let's get back through here. Let's get our cube again, actually. How did we do it the first time? Part of me wants to just keep the cube. We don't have to remember how to respawn it if we never need to respawn it. You know what I mean? Okay. How did Masalt get this to have 0 ratings if he just renamed it? Did it just not have any ratings before? I feel like I've been so bamboozled. Did he delete the map entry and then re-upload it as a different map? Alright, we can go get the cube now. Bring it back out here. Oh, it's not out yet. So if I go and raid it right now, I'll have been the first one to raid it. That does make sense. Okay, let's go here. I just really think they stopped the party. That was so fast. How did the party stop already? We need to go in here. We need to put blue on the other side. Down here. Once we have 2 cubes, we can probably do the thing that I was thinking about with the angle. It's just so odd to me that Masalt would use a cube angle. But I don't know. In 2 minutes, it's night's rest. Is that like when you have to stop making noise? That's really cool. I like that idea. All right, let's put orange over here. We determined that it was like... Actually, hang on. Let me put orange here so I can see where I need to put the cube. Surely there is something to improve in Masalt. Sure, we'll do a lot more playtesting. That's true. If we put it right... Let me stand on the laser. It needs to be right here. This just feels like it's not the thing, but it's very visible. So it's on this cross right here. That's where we need to put it. But we need to not have it set up yet for that. And then we need to just shine it right through here. Right like this. The edge of that pillar. Now if we put orange there, it should give us enough time after fizzling itself to run to that platform. I guess I'll save. Why not? Because I might just like trip, you know? I might accidentally go to the right instead of the left. Oh. Oh. Good thing I saved. I guess I didn't have to load. I could just go move the portal again. It was slightly too far to the right. So we need to move it a little bit to the left. How long do I plan on streaming? I don't know. It depends on when my son wakes up from his nap. Okay, we just need to angle it just a little bit to the left. Just a little bit to the left. All right, now it'll work. Masalt helped you with playtesting once, and it was decent so that you managed to make your map more enjoyable as a one part. That's cool. I imagine Masalt has to be really good at playtesting. Okay, let me save now. I'll save here. I don't even know if this is gonna work. I just think it'll work. Fizzled, run. It's perfect timing. It was absolutely perfect timing for this. And now, oh, that's why it's a mesh? No way. Okay, hang on. I think I need to do orange first. No, I need to do blue first to get the laser to go through. That'll spawn that cube. And then I need to hit... Dude, and then I need to hit that one. This is insane. If this is, I don't know if this is intended, it feels strange from assault map. That's what I was thinking too. But like the timing is so perfect. Like the precision of these angles makes it feel like it's a assault map. But having an angled cube laser makes it feel like it's not. But like the timing it takes to get from this angle with the hole put right there in the wall so we could see that, to standing on the lift the moment that it takes off after the ghost cube is done. Hello? When I saved and loaded, it moved the cube slightly. Okay, so we need to not get caught up in how amazing it is to put the laser here, because this lift is going to start going down right when we put the laser there. So let me save here. We need to now put orange up here and then blue there. Oh, I needed to put blue up there and then orange down there anyways. Yeah, I wish Masalt was here. It would be nice to know if this is the way or not. It feels like definitely not. We need to put blue here. And then orange there. That's really tight timing. Actually, you know what? I'm silly. It doesn't... We just need to get the light bridge up here because then we can walk through it and point the laser. So it doesn't need to be a quick draw. We need to do this. Well, I guess it does kind of need to be a quick draw. Because this lift will drop once we move a thing. So if we do this and that. This, I don't know. It's, what's up, Masalt? Welcome in. No quick shots at all, by the way? Okay, that's what I was thinking. I'll do it for the sake of concept quick draw. Oh! No quick draw at all. Well, let's see. We are up here, so let's respawn that cube, and then we can get up here again. We can spawn the second cube, then we can go into the first cube, use that cube to point that way, and then we can set this up without a quick draw. So all I need to do is move the laser, which means blue needs to go up here. Laser's going into orange, blue needs to go here. That gets us our second cube. Now we need to respawn the first cube. So let's do that. Actually, oh, it's too late. I need to go back and set up some portals. I need to raise the lift. Right? Yes. I need to raise the lift, which we can maybe do from the second one. We can use the other cube, but I need to get through here to set some stuff up. The lift raising is there. Orange, so if blue goes there. But if I do this instead, because this will need to be here kind of regardless. We might swap these cubes actually once I get the second cube. So let me not do this because I'll have to swap. Let me put this just out of the way. I'll move blue here. Walk through. Okay, that raises the lift. Then we go through. We put blue here. Yeah, blue goes here. We go down. I love, this was genius, Masalt. I don't know if you heard. Yeah, that's about right. Should have saved. Silly me. Silly me not saving and missing the catch. I love the idea that this lift blocks the laser though. I was geeking out about that. So good. Of course I dropped the thing. It's fine. We're just getting experience on spawning this first cube because I think we're going to have to do it 3 times. We've already done it 1.5 times. Getting really good at juggling these portals though, I'll tell you what. We did this with a crazy angle where to spawn the second cube and get the lift up and everything, we put a cube right here and shined it at that angle to hit that light receptor, the laser receptor. Was that intended? Because I was remarking it feels odd to play one of your maps and use a non-90 degree angle. That's what I thought. And then I got to the quick draw part and I was like, this just doesn't feel like it at all. But hear me out. This is why. I'll tell you why. You're not gonna like it. Well, you know what? Let me get the cube first, and then I'll fly around and do some stuff. I'll show you. Okay. What do we need? Blue, and then we need to catch the cube instead of missing it completely like before. Whew, we got it. No angle laser from portals. Disgusting. All right, here. I'll tell you why I did it. I'll tell you why. So I went through. We need, I need to get back in there. Do I need to get back in there? I do, because I need the light bridge to get up over here. Okay. Here's what I did. I went to this guy. And I said, because what I did first is I put the cube on the light bridge. What's up, Commander TNT? When he uploads an unfinished map and calls it ASDF world. I went onto the light bridge over there. Well, let me fly around. Let me just... Ow, I can't fly around. Ah, I was going to show you. I'll show you from over here so I don't get fizzled. Actually, I could just walk through that. I'm being a little ditzy. It's okay. It's good play testing. Yeah, alright, so I went to here. I put a portal there. And then I was like, you're forcing the laser and light bridge intersection to a very specific angle coming out of that. And then it comes out the other side facing towards the left. So I was like, okay, is there a 45 that I can get from one of these? So I went over to this one and I was like, could it hit there from here? And I was like, absolutely not. There is a pillar purposefully placed directly in the way of that laser, because that could have been something made of glass, but it's a portal. It's a pillar, so it's totally blocked. And then I thought, what about from here? Because if that one's so blocked intentionally, surely if I can see it from here, that means it's intentional, because there's a pillar next to it, but the pillar doesn't go over far enough to block that. And I know that Massault puts in tiny details and high precision stuff into the tests. So if I can see it, I must have to use it. And I absolutely did use it to get the second cube spawned. And it worked out just fine. So, yeah, make that pillar a little longer. So that people don't use the angled laser to get there. That's crazy. Gonna make the duckfoot cube named after the duckfoot pistol that splits lasers into 3 directions, all 45 degrees from another. Oh, man. And everything in my brain was screaming, no, it's a Massault test. It's not gonna have an angled laser. But then everything in the other half of my brain was like, but you can see it from this portal, which means you must have to use it. So then I found that the angle was such that if you put the cube right there, it shines through that portal surface, and then hits that thing, which respawns the cube. And you know, I'll just do the move because it was pretty spectacular. I already saved, so I'll go do the move. It was wonderful. Just because it works doesn't mean it's intended. I made Massault. He's depression and crying now. I'll show you. It was brilliant. I loved it. I loved everything about this. Hang on. It's fine. It's fine. Just because it's intended doesn't mean it works. Both of those things are so true. Alright, we're just having fun now. Also, if this is a light bridge, it's a bridge made of light. How is it that it can't go through glass, but the laser can go through glass? This isn't a Massault question. This is just a portal logic question. It's a bridge made of light. Should be able to go through glass. Whatever, it doesn't matter. It's fine. Maybe the lights are acting as a particle, not a wave, at that particular moment when it tries to go through the glass and they hit the glass. It's because it's solid light? Alright. I'll buy that. It's light that's solid. Yeah, okay. Alright. I'll buy that. What were we even doing? Oh yes, we're going down here. I'm gonna show Masalt the amazing skip thing. It was there, but we need to go here. Hello? There we go. We need to move orange. Then there was so much precision stuff here. So we put it right here, pretty far on the left. That's where we had it. That'll work. Right there. And I thought, that's so precise, because it's everything in my head was like, don't do angles, but then everything in the test was like, look at that. The placement of it is right by this fizzler. Any further and we would have had to move it into the other chamber on that little ledge. It's fine. So then I walked over to here and I was like, now the thing with this is that we're gonna essentially fizzle that cube in order to get the second one. So I put orange right here and I'm like, the hole is made, so you have to stand here. And the timing of me running to the lift after putting the portal there and the ghost cube despawning for the lift to raise, oh, it didn't work. Oh, it did work. I jumped last time. The timing of it was like, I put the portal down, walked over, and the second I stood on the lift, it raised me up. And I was like, that's so satisfying. Except it's at a weird angle, but it's so satisfying. Everything about it was like, oh yes, the cube goes right there. Oh yes, the angle goes right on the side of this pillar. And then you put that down and the timing is just perfect and you get up there and it doesn't matter. Okay, we have our 2 cubes now. Let me quick load after getting the first cube again. You have the right ideas, but you're putting it all around this weird angle. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Well, maybe I should redo it. Let's pretend that second cube doesn't exist. And let's just redo it then. Because we can get it going right. I think what we need to do... Respawning the cube makes sense. That cube's out of the way. So we need to be on the lift. There's a way to do your idea without the thing. If ASDF uses his penultimate move, laser angle cheese, it might cause Masalt a little trouble. But would he lose? Yeah, no, if you just make this pillar a little bigger, you can block the angle. Because it's right here. So all you need to do is like make one of these panels solid. Don't redo it. Masalt never loses. Oh man. No, see, if I can't push the cheese too hard though, because all Masalt needs to say is, hey guys, we're gonna blackball ASDF from the portal mapping and modding community, and boom, there goes my channel. And then Masalt wins. So as much as I like cheese, I'm not out here trying to make people mad. Oh man. Banned from portals? Oh no. If Steam ID equals ASDF stream ID, Masalt can't do that, but War can? Oh man. That's wild. War is happy when I do cheese on someone else's test though. You didn't lose when it came to that one ceiling button map, but I still dealt unfathomable damage. What? One ceiling button map. Okay. I'm losing all of my train of thought. All of my trains of thought are gone now. What do I even do? Okay. So let's just say I got this first cube. The second one doesn't exist. I'm trying to get the second cube. I need to stand on that with a portal there and a portal there, conceivably. It might not be a portal there and there. It might have something to do with shining this into there. So it might be... Oh, I don't have that cube in there. I can put this cube in the first room. Then I can get it going through that way. But I think I'll end up needing it here for sure. I'll need a portal here, because once we fizzle this cube, that will go straight through. And I'm going to need to have another portal to shine the laser into there. So this has to be a thing. We could potentially... What would we have to do to get the laser to hit here from straight? We could put this here, like this, and then have it come out this way. But we need to be on the lift when we move the portal. Oh, I'm also thinking we have to fizzle this. So if we... put blue here. If we... Bell, your brain shut off because you're confused. You and me both, but I have to keep streaming. That's the difference. ASDF thinking the salt is a figure with power in the portal. The community is mad funny. Hey, listen, I've been playing the salt tests a lot. Ugh. Everyone has more power than I do in the portal mapping and modding community. Everyone that has a recognizable username in the portal mapping and modding community has more power than I do. That is so satisfying. The number of pixels happening right there. It's like a rave. You guys know what I'm talking about, right? I'm not just going crazy. Everyone's like, he's lost his mind. That's it. That was the Massault test that broke him. I'm talking about, that looks like a visualization from here. It's just, anyways, it's fine. I'm just giving myself time to think. Okay. We need to have a portal there. We need to somehow, from on the lift, or near the lift, because we could still do the run. What can we see? We can see that portal. We can see that portal. And we can see this portal from the amount of time it takes to run to the lift from here. Now, with the ghost cube, which means that we need to have it set up so that this is a thing using this cube with orange still there to hit this from here with enough time to run over here. Even with cheese, this map will probably drive you mad. That's kind of what I'm thinking, right? Because I've cheesed it to get the second cube. So the state that we're in is quite a bit further than the first cube. And there's a lot left to do. I think what I would need to do is swap the cubes, put the first cube on the light bridge shining into there so that I have a laser light bridge coming out. Then I need to get back up here with a similar technique that I used before, but instead of it going into that portal, it's going to be going into that portal, which allows the lift to go up, and then I have the laser and light bridge, which I don't know that I maybe need the laser, but I think I do. It was a 3 cube map. It's a lot more subtle than it used to be. Then I have a light bridge going up. I have a light bridge up there that I can walk back through, and I can get the cube into here. I don't know that I need 2, but I'll have the first cube in there. The second cube will also respawn into there. So then I'll have both cubes that I can take through with the light bridge, which will allow me to, I believe, 1.5 means that I can do a cube stack and then jump up there, put one of the cubes up there, and I'll still have access to the light bridge. So if I put the light bridge there, then I just need to figure out how to respawn. I need to figure out which cube to put on there so that I can respawn it. I might need to double stack the cubes. I don't know if I can reach them both from a 1.5 height. Double stack the cubes, ghost cube it, respawn one of them somehow with the laser, because I still have that. I might need to go back and put one up at the top again. I don't know. It's almost there. I'm missing 1 or 2 details, or 17. But I think the ending, I sort of have my mind wrapped around. It's just this first cube, man. Where was I? Massault's like, yeah, that's some of what you need in some kind of an order. Yeah, that's 100%. You have 110% of the steps. Also, you only have 20% of the steps. We need one of those puzzles that's like, you know, the ones where you try to guess a word or something, and it tells you like which, or like Wordle, which letters are right and in the wrong order, which letters are right and which letters are just wrong. I need that, but for portal. And there's like, you know, it'll be a thing of like 30. It'll be 30 steps, and I can put in like, put a portal there, and it's like, that's right, but not in the right place, not even close. And I think I would be able to solve that a lot faster than I would actually be able to solve it in the test. I've just condensed, using my data science brain, I have condensed portal map solving into Wordle. Oh man, puzzle move Wordle. Honestly, we can make that happen. We would need to have, like, you would have to label your portal surfaces. And in your maps, it's very doable, right? So you could label them like 1, 2, 3, etc. And then you could say put blue portal on surface 1 or something, so that you could actually check it if it's right or not. And then you could say like move player model onto lift 1. Anyways, it could be a thing. So what were we doing? I've lost my train of thought again. It's fine. I'll focus now. Focus. Focus. Orange needs to be there. By the time that we stand on the lift, orange needs to be there, which means we could put orange there. If orange is over there, actually, if orange is there, if orange is there, if the cube points into there with orange there and comes out blue, and I move orange to there, it'll stop the laser, which is not what we want. I think probably, yeah, portal surface ABC, yep, and then we have portals blue and orange, and then we have player model moving. And then like faith plate 1. You would need to have areas too, because you would need to say like, you would need to say player stands in area 5 and places blue portal onto surface B. ASDF World insert number and version here will hopefully be the most popular map series in a few weeks, months, or years. That's crazy. You just caught wind that Massault in the span of 5 minutes has created ASDF World 3. Oh no, if it's harder than this one, I shouldn't try it. But my pride says to try it. Okay. Okay. We can move this into the first chamber as well. But I don't know if it'll help us to have anything in the first chamber. What we need to do is figure out, once we're up there, once we're on the lift, once the cube has fizzled by us hitting this beam, then it has to come out from there. So one portal has to be there, which I have 0 access to from out here. So let me go in there and move the portal. It's a co-op series. What? That's rude. Doing a co-op series for a solo YouTuber. So rude. Okay. What am I doing? Orange. Walk in here. I think we need blue there. If the idea is that we're going to fizzle the cube, and in the time it takes for the ghost cube to dissolve, we need to get onto the lift, then that means we'll have to have a portal there. So let's put a portal here. We can hit both of these portal surfaces from the other side, so I don't think I need it here. Talking like a true puzzle solver. Hey. I'll take that. You'll be my co-op partner? Alright, here we go. War and ASDF teaming up to take down ASDF World 3, the co-op puzzle designed by Massault. Oh my goodness. If there were 4 potential portals on a Massault map with all the subtlety, my brain would break so bad. And now, then you would have 2 chefs in the kitchen. Man. No, that's crazy. My brain's gonna explode. Okay. That moves the lift up. I don't know why I'm double checking, because this is literally like there's assisted placement there and there's assisted placement there. So it has to move the thing up. I'm just Ever since I hit that angle from here, I don't know about this. Okay, so now, let's see, we can move orange. If we did it from here, I mean, this is technically an angle. It's uploaded ASDF World 3v3. Oh no. I mean, yay, but oh no. You get what I'm saying? Okay, technically this is also an angle, but it's a direct angle. That's okay, right? Where does this come out? It's gonna hit, like... I need to check ASDF World 90 million V107. I need to check where this hits. It's on... Okay, it's right on this one. So, I think it's okay to do this. I mean, it's way more okay to do this than it was on the other one. Direct angles are allowed? Thank goodness. Okay. Direct angles are allowed. So then we put orange there, and then we run to the lift. Because yes. Because that is what heroes do. So I'm going to save. Run to the lift. So sad. Then we put blue up here. That gets us our second cube. We have officially spawned the second cube without cheesing it by using angled lasers through portals. Here we go. And we're gonna have to do that again, so it's all good. Let's get our second portal. Let's get our second cube back. The amount of progress remaking. Let's get this back. Go through here. We go through here. We go. How do we spawn the first one? Oh, right. It's that one. Okay, so we just need to put blue. If we put blue, oh, I need to be over there. I figured it out again. It's fine. We need to move blue, and then we put orange, and then we move blue again. Yeah. Okay, this is fine though. Then we move blue here. That puts the lift up. Then we move orange. Well, we move orange. We need to get the lift up first, which means orange goes, blue goes here. Yes? No? Oh, we move blue here. Okay, got it. Right. Portals are hard. Blue goes here. And we have plenty of time to catch this cube. We just need to catch the cube. Just catch the cube. I should have saved. I just thought I had it. I have no reason to think that I should have had that. Because obviously I didn't have it. But I just think it's not hard, you know? It's not hard. I need an assist for grabbing the cubes. I need a button that pops up on screen when it's in grab distance. I need a UI specifically tailored to me to help me solve these tests. It's crazy. Next try for sure. No, I'm gonna quick save before the next time. Crazy. Okay, I just need to move blue there. Saving. Move blue there. You're kidding me. What? Why is this so hard? It should be really easy. What is wrong with... You're seeing the thing rock, right? It's not... I mean, it is me, but is it just hard to catch cubes? Is it just me that struggles with this? Phew. Alright, we're good. We made it. We're here. We have both cubes now. Now we can save. I wish I could actually save, not just quick save and quick load. I need like 7 save states for this thing. This one would be titled, Just Got the First Cube Again. Cube catching's a little jank. Okay, it's not just me then. Alright, I'm gonna go swap these cubes, because I need to swap me some cubes. I need to not... I need to now... You can do real saves with commands? Oh, I need to hotkey those. Like, shift 1 through 9. Yeah, shift 1 through 9 need to be the actual commands. Okay, let me swap these cubes now. Because I think I need to swap them. And then after I swap them, we'll think about how to solve the test. This one needs to come out. Oh, they have different... Wait. Masalt. You put a non-colored laser cube and a white colored laser cube as the 2 cube options for this thing? Or is it just gray? Is it gray colored and white colored? They almost look the same. Why would you put standard and white as the options? I forgot which one is which. Wait, hang on. This one has a white border and this one has a white border. Wait. I think the standard one was from the first chamber, so I need to bring the white one out with me. Why would you do that? Okay, it's fine. Now I have this. I think what I need to do... Basalt cube colorizers are broken and they refuse to figure out how to fix it. Oh my goodness. I find it so funny how this is literally just 2 moves into the 9-minute long solution and it's taken this long. Hey, hold on a minute. 2 moves, but it still would have taken like, you know, a minute and a half. Alright? So maybe 2 minutes into the 9-minute solution. How many times am I going to have to respawn these cubes in different orientations for this? That's my question. Okay, we have this cube now. We need to think about the final state of this now. We can respawn that cube going into there. I think what we need to do is get up onto the lift with the portal there. And then we can respawn this cube, no problem. And then we'll be able to walk through and take one or both of the cubes with us. So I need to think about how to do that again. 13 times maybe. This map is a bit tricky. Understatement of the year. It's a little bit subtle. Oh, it's subtle, alright. I'll show you subtle. Okay, we have... That is now the new... Blue is the new orange. That surface is the new... That surface. So... Blue is locked down there. We need to get... orange onto there, which we can't do from here. It's fine though. The difficulty just slowly goes upwards throughout the solution. Tricky. Okay, we need to go back through. Let me get in here for a sec. And then we need to do some shuffling. Blue is in here, so let's put blue out over here, come back out, then we can jump across and we can move orange from here. However, maybe what I want to do is put something there to block it, because I don't want the thing to raise yet. Now I don't know that this is it for sure, because I don't think that's right. But this would get us there. And now we have no control now over these to get to here. So that can't be it. We can see that from up top, but there's no quick firing. So that doesn't help us yet. I think if we have orange there... Is there a way to put blue there while we're on the lift? No, that's a hard no. There's no way to get orange there while we're on the lift. So this isn't the solution. There's no, well, is there a way for us to fizzle that while we're on the lift? That gets fizzled by putting a portal there, which we can't do. So this is not the solution. This cube as it stands there is not what we need to do for this. We could do jank with save states. Sometimes cubes move just ever so slightly when you save and reload. We could put this so it's just barely blocking the laser and then save on the lift and reload. And then it would, that's probably the intended solution. Quick Singer 21, welcome in. Can you send map? You can. You almost made me walk off the edge. And when I say you almost made me, I mean, you distracted me and I almost of my own volition walked off the edge. But I would have blamed you. So you can. We have 2 maps already lined up. We have this one, which honestly, I'm probably not even going to solve this one on stream. I'm playtesting this one effectively. Because Masalt tricked me and said, yo, I just made a map real quick. It took me like 5 minutes, but actually it's a map that he's been working on forever. And it's not it. I kind of want to see ASDF move on to ASDF World 3. We can. I mean, we made some decent progress in this one. We got both cubes. I don't know if swapping them is a thing, because if we have this first cube again here, and we have the second cube... Oh... Yeah, okay. Masalt wants to see me do the other one. So let me crack open Steam Workshop, get some music going. Where's the workshop? ASDF World 3. I can spell world. I can spell world. Oh, it's the only public one. We've got access to some private maps right here. That's fun. Okay, I have now saved it. So let's exit to the queue. ASDF World 3v3. Oh, it's a small chamber. It's small. I can handle that. My brain can think about the whole puzzle all together. The screens are blank. It's not even space. There, you know, my beacon thing controlling the sound just stopped working. It's like hiccuping. It delays now. I don't like that. It's fine. It's probably the USB connection. They probably fixed the USB 3 issue. Oh no. It's all Divinity fizzlers. Oh, my brain. Oh, my brain. Oh, my brain. Wait, where was... That does the whole thing. Got it. Okay. Then we go like this. We're just in this massive room now. Oh, there's stuff up there. Hold on. We can do this. We can get up there. Then the whole floor is a grate. So now we can get anywhere we want to. This is wonderful. Where do we need that to go? Why is it massive? Why we need... That laser receptor turns the faith plate on and gets us up there. Except the whole thing is covered by glass. How do we even get over there? How do we get into an exit room that is completely encased in glass? I feel like we're getting trolled. I feel like the whole Divinity screen thing with the buttons was just to not make me realize that the test is impossible because there's glass in the way. Oh, wait. You can just walk through. Okay, it's fine. I didn't realize you could just walk through. My bad. I take it all back. Oh, there's bars over this. Why are there bars? Is there a cube? There's this cube. This spawns the cube, so we just need to do this, right? This, right? That gets us a cube. That's rude. That's so rude. We just need this, and then... I think we just need to not put it anywhere, right? Then we need this to go... We need this to point into there. Oh, I see the struggle. The struggle is... Excuse me. The struggle is that... oh, this laser doesn't go through these, which is interesting. I have a feeling... From up here... We need to be in this chamber to exit. If we have... that there... If we have the cube on that button... Then I think that's what we need to do. So let me go put the cube on that button. Do we need to angle it? I'll just angle it pointing at this laser just in case that's a thing. I don't know if that's the thing though. Okay, let's get back up here. Then we can put this here. Then we can walk through. Oh, is there mesh here? There's mesh here. Diabolical. Wait, we could just do this. Then we can do it through the mesh. We could do it. We could do it. Hold on. Yes. Oh, I see. So rude. Okay. So once we get up there, then now we need to fizzle our portals or move the cube, which we can't do. Well, we can do it. I don't know that that's intentional. Because that portal looks like it's clipping into the wall. It turns on the faith plate but closes the exit. I'm not going to take that. I don't think that's right. Unless I get a thumbs up. unless I get a thumbs up from Assault. I'm not taking that exit. Okay, interesting. So we need the cube somehow. We could put... How do we move the cube from in here? Hold on. We need to have the laser pointed there. We can't get the cube up here, so the blue portal needs to be here receiving the laser. Super easy friendly map, you got this. I sure do something. I sure do got something. If we respawn this cube, it will drop this field, which would allow us to walk through it from this side. So do we need to respawn the cube? ASDF's getting Divinity spoilers. Oh, that's true with the Divinity fields. Well, the other Divinity map was on my to-do. Wow, these are so thin. What field? What Divinity spoilers? I don't see anything related to Divinity here at all. It's literally, you can't tell, except for that. If you ignore the fact that there's a portal hovering in midair, that's technically impossible, but it's fine. There's no Divinity here. Nope. Here, I'll just do that. There. That laser's coming from somewhere else. There you go. Boom. Nothing to see here. Alright, let me think about this. Guess what chapter this puzzle is for? Well, I played chapter 1, right? So this has to be at chapter 2. Because this is like more intro to how the fields work together. Because you said chapter 3 is going to be super hard. So, well, I haven't solved this yet. But this feels kind of like a more introduction to these fields working together sort of thing. Let me go in here and... Oh. Fascinating. That doesn't help me. I need to respawn this cube. But I can't respawn this cube. Hang on. Let me down. Can I... Hang on. Yes, I know. But can I... Oh, I threw it too far. I was gonna see if I can grab it through the thing. It's fine. Now I can test it. Let go. No, it's a straight up wall. Alright, where are we? What is happening? Can I get back into the first chamber, please? Can I get back? Okay, there and up and first chamber. Alright, I'm not gonna save. I don't need to save. This is a small test. If I can reset the whole test by myself just now, really easily, then it's all good. He couldn't have snown. Dave, steal my pencil sharpener. I dare you. There are a lot of thing. What? Which one of us just had a stroke? Is it me or you? I'm so confused. Alright. Let me think about this. Let's get this cube again. So that just falls into here, guaranteed, because the button is recessed into the floor. So that will for sure not have any physics bugs by bouncing out of this ever. Right? Right? For sure, never ever physics bugs bouncing out. I think actually, yes. I think we can guarantee that that will fall onto that button effectively every time we do this. I'm going to keep doing it while we think about it just to see if that button needs to be any lower. But I'm thinking there's 0 chance. Yeah. So we can rely on that. If we respawn that cube somehow, it would be mad funny to let ASDF play some Chapter 2 content, but we don't have anything that works perfectly and isn't a total spoiler. Yeah. What is with the snow? No saving hilarious. The test is so small. What do you mean no saving hilarious? Is this one of those like 50-step solutions? Alright. Alright. We'll think about this then. We'll think about this. Let's just... Kaboom. We need the laser there. The only way to get a laser there is to have at least one field up. If we use this cube to do something like this. I missed, but that's fine. If we use this cube to do something like this, put this in the way here, go like this, get up there, that drops the thing, all the fields are up. Now if we, well, we can't respawn that. We can respawn it. We can respawn it by... Nope. Now we've blocked ourselves the ability to respawn the cube. If I can't even say my own name anymore. It was me. I had the stroke. If ASDF believes it is only supposed to be Chapter 2, he'll get better at solving because of the confidence boost. Yeah. Easy. Easy. This is Chapter 2, bro. Chapter 2, easy. Small room. Easy tests. It's all good. No divinity fields here. I'm gonna just hide them. Then I'm not thinking about it. Ignore this big one. If you ignore this big one, no divinity stuff here. Okay, what are my options? My options are cube on the button, on the other button. That button lines up with this, which makes me think that I want the cube in there actually. So let me put the cube in there on this button pointed at this wall. The thing is, that drops that wall. So if I have the cube on this button, then there's no way for me to use it to put the laser up where I need it to go. Now I could do this and this. Is this cut off all the way so that there's no way I can use a laser from this room? If I have the laser going out to here, I could use the cube to hit that to respawn itself. This test chamber is abnormally long, and this angle definitely is meant to prevent doing that from this side of it. But from this side of it, it's long on purpose. So if I put that cube here... Let me try. If I put this like way out over here, aiming at that. Oh, my guidelines are gone. It's fine. I know how to aim. Like that. Now, if I set this up, now it won't do anything because this field is in the way right now. But if I do something else, you'd save before doing it? Does that mean I made progress? What? Divinity Divinity puzzle difficulty isn't actually because we care about puzzles. It's because we needed to aura farm by having a mod nobody can beat. That's crazy. Ty was Polo, thank you for the congrats on 1K. Appreciate that. It was exciting getting to 1K. Although that was like 18 years ago. And now we're at 1022, baby. I jest. YouTube is not growing, but that's fine because we're having tons of fun. And it's mostly about having fun. It's not about growing the channel. Okay. What was I doing? I need to drop down somewhere else now. So if I drop down into here, let's just go down here. If I stand on this button, and then I put orange there, then it will... It'll respawn the cube. What will respawning the cube do? Respawning the cube from there... Let me just save. That would drop it onto the button, which would drop the first field. Which isn't particularly helpful, but it would do it on a delay. Does that help me at all? I don't think that helps me from here. Is there anywhere else? I can either stand on this button and fire the portal, or I could be in chamber 3 and fire the portal. So, let me just see what happens. Okay. That didn't do much for me. What it did do... I can imagine some people beating Chapter 2 on the first day, maybe Chapter 3. Bell will definitely beat Divinity on the day after it comes out. 4 and 5 will take a bit. That's what you think. I'm gonna 24-hour stream it the day that it comes out. 24-hour stream for Divinity, and I will solve all the things. 0 hints. You can think of people who could solve Chapter 4 in a day. It's not me. It's not. Well, what is a day? I feel like with 24 hours, I could probably... If I was doing like 24 hours because I took the day off work and then actually put my mind to it. Like if I wasn't streaming and hanging out and trying to keep up with chat and be an entertainer while also doing the tests, I could probably solve stuff a little faster. But what ends up happening is I just start talking because I'm a little bit stuck and I want inspiration. So then I'm just talking about random nonsense, and then I go back to the test and I forgot everything, which just happened to me right now. What we did was we put a thing there which respawned the cube, which dropped this wall. What else can we do? What else can we do? We could do this, which doesn't really help. We could do this, where we have it there and there. That's what we needed, right? That was, we need to do that, but from up there. Isn't that... I think. Hang on. What I'd do is load. Rude. Thank you for the hint, but also rude. Okay, that is a good hint actually, because that means that it does have something to do with this room being massively long. I'm just not sure what it has to do with the room being massively long. "24-hour stream is going to be amazing and peak and cool." It'd be fun. It'd be a lot of fun. I could probably, depending on the day you release, if it's a work day, I could maybe take the day off work and then just do like a 8 to 10 hour stream or something. Just plan to do that. It'd be great. So, you know, let me know when you have a release date, which is quite a ways out, but who's going to stay up 24 hours to watch 24-hour ASDF stream? I don't think I could do it 24 hours. I've done a 10-hour stream, and after the stream, I was like a zombie, man. I was just sitting there like drooling, staring into space because I was like, my brain doesn't work anymore. It's the entertainment part. It's not necessarily that I'm not acting. Like I'm just being myself. But myself playing games is usually sitting in a chair saying nothing. And talking to a bunch of people is strenuous for me. Like I'm very much an introvert. And so this is a niche thing. But hanging out takes a lot of energy. So, and this is even with like IRL people, it takes a lot of energy to hang out with people. And I just, you know, there's a point. After 11 hours, YouTube does a bad job saving your VODs. Oh, I believe that. Well, I record local, so that would be okay. That's wild though, that after 11 hours of streaming, YouTube's like, you know, this is too big a file now. You know what amazes me is how much money YouTube spends allowing people to upload videos for free. Well, free. I mean, there's ads and YouTube Premium and stuff now, but mostly free. Okay. You told me to load from here. I'm wondering if there's a difference between putting that there and putting that back there. I don't think so, because this portal is accessible. This wall is accessible from anywhere. If we do this, put orange there. There's a ghost cube for a moment. Should I use my power in the portal modding community to shill ASDF's channel? You're gonna turn into War of the ASDF shill. That's crazy. No, don't do that. Please don't shill for anything. It's all good. Unless you really want to, I won't stop you from doing whatever you want to do. But don't do it for my sake. You've done 14-hour streams and they used to work, but they just cut off actually saving it after like 10 hours. Interesting. Man, 14 hours is a long stream. I don't know if I could do it. I think I can maybe squeeze a 12-hour stream out, but I'd have to break in the middle for lunch or something. What's up, Dumbo? Welcome in. Okay, if we put orange, we get a ghost cube for a second before it'll drop this field. So if we put orange there, is this a quick draw thing? Most of your tests aren't quick draw things, but maybe. Your streams are extremely boring? Oh no. That would save a lot of energy. If I just sat here and I let chat hang out with chat and I was just like, I don't have to be an entertainer. I'm just gonna sit here. No face cam, barely any microphone. I could switch to a headset mic. I don't need this very beautiful, pretty microphone in the shot. Cave sent you here. He wants to know if tests are going good. Tests are going great. And by great, I mean I haven't solved a single test today. I've solved steps 1 and 2 of a different long test. And I've solved how to get this cube from this test. The only way to shoot a laser into there is to have this field up still. And when I do that, it exists for a moment, then drops it. So what can I do with that? Like, what can I do with this in that ghost cube timing? I don't think I could do anything. Maybe if I was up there. Let me load and be up there to do it, because I could do more from up there. I could maybe... If I was up here, I could put a portal there. That would... Oh, no, because I need to be on the button for that to work. And I can't hit that from the button. Interesting. Okay. I could set it up, though, where I'm here, touch the button, and run. I don't know what that does for me, though. It's interesting that Massault said to load. I don't know that this is even the right thing that I'm doing at this moment in time. Oh, I need to be where the button is. I want to be where the people are. I want to solve all the tests real easy. Null portals are a thing too. I don't know how much null portals are going to play a part. I can't... Ooh, you know what's interesting is I can't fizzle that portal once I put it there. Oh, I can move it and then null portal it. I could do this. Well, now I have to get back up. You know what? It's fine. You're so tired right now, you really have to go. Good night. I know it's super late for you. Have a good night. Hopefully your neighbors don't keep partying. I hope the noise stays low. Okay. Put orange there. It fizzles. We get a ghost cube. What can I do with that time? I could step off the button, rush into orange to get up to the top. But that doesn't really, like, it's not long enough to do anything. This isn't on a timer. So that's not necessarily helpful at the moment. Let me think about what else I could do. Let me think. Drops this one, but I can get over with that dropped. Why would I need to drop this one? Let me think. What can I do with this one dropped? I can get up here. I can fire portals through here from this side. But I definitely can't respawn that from there, which is kind of what I need to do. I need to turn this on with enough time. Let me go down here. You're wondering what chapter of Divinity this is actually from. It's from chapter 4. Oh, it's from chapter 4. Okay, so from here, I can turn that on. And let's just say I missed. I need to know where to fire this thing. That's fine. Okay, that's on. So I need to fire that, which shines a laser into there. And it doesn't necessarily need to be here, but I need to do something set up such that firing that portal hits that briefly so I can fling up. Then it moves the wall, which I can do by respawning the cube. So if I need to do that, get onto here, then respawn the cube. How is that possible? It took you an hour to solve, but you might be brain dead. I feel like I'm brain dead. There's only so many things you can do in this chamber. It took Commander longer? Oh man, it's taking me forever. Well, I guess it hasn't been that long. My son's still sleeping, so we're good to keep streaming. So that's not it. I feel like I need the cube somehow. And I still need to know why. That was really disorienting. Let me find, is there a place that isn't so pink? Oh, the seams move too. That's why I was having so much trouble finding where to put this portal. Because I was like, I just need to put it between the seams. And then sometimes I'm like, no, I need to put it on the seam. No, I need to put it... Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I like that from an animation standpoint, but it's really hard to figure out where to put portals if you can't gauge it on anything. You just have to know that it's right in that general area. You just have to go by vibe. I'm vibing it. Okay. If we do that, go up here. Once we go past here, there's nothing else we can do. We have to set up something that is a Rube Goldberg machine that hits this laser at a certain point so that we can get on here. And then also then respawns the cube. We could, if we ghost cube it, which would mean respawning the cube, how would we respawn the cube from here? We can hit that from here. Brilliant. I have no idea how the solid energy shader works. I have no idea how to make the lines stop moving. Well, who needs lines? Alright, where were we? I had an epiphany. I need to be up here. I need to... From up here, we can set things off. Actually, no, I need to be down here. Because I can do this. Then I can put that portal back up after setting up the other side. Which means I need to drop this to set it up. Actually, it means I need to be on the other side to set it up. Gotta be a line chaser playing these divinity maps? Yeah. And to find the solution, you gotta be one of those who know. Well, I don't know. What don't I know? What's up, HD? Welcome in. I was like, where am I? Oh, HDMI, that makes sense. Yep. Why do they call it oven when you in the cold food out of hot, eat the food? Food of out, hot, eat the food. I had another stroke. Interesting. I had an epiphany, man. No, not there, please. How? Oh, it just looked like it was over the top. Okay. Let's go back up here. Let's go back down here. Let's actually go down here. Why did I save here? I need the cube to be... Let me just get the cube back again. Vibing it. Oh yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, that drops that. Let me go down here. And then let me move the cube to here. What do you mean? Rude? Let's just point it here just because. Because why not? Maybe we'll need it pointed there. Okay, then let's go back up here. And then back down here. Because we were here. And then I thought, I know why I need to set that cube thing up from here. Because I could do this. And then if I have orange pointed back that way. What was I saying? I need to Rube Goldberg machine this so that it respawns the cube while the cube points at this. How do I do that though? How do I respawn the cube and then run to there? You don't think portal bumping is ever an intended solution? What is portal bumping? If portal bumping is the solution, it's a bad puzzle. Is that where you like do this thing where you like bump the portals up slowly and stuff comes out? Like with tractor beams and stuff? Because I've seen that in a few tests. And I'm always like, oh, I'm kind of glad I thought of that because I might not have. Oh, not that? Oh, well, never mind. I retract all of what I just said. Actually, I retract nothing. It's all true still. I was like, what's up there? It's nothing. It's you shoot one and you shoot another on top and it phases through a wall? What? That's an option? I've been able to shoot portals through walls the whole time? That's crazy. Doesn't help me. I don't know how to do it. I don't need to know how to do it. Okay, we were here and then I said, Rube Goldberg machine, we have to set it up so that it starts respawning the cube while then pointing the laser into there. So it ghost cube. So I have enough time to run and jump, and then the cube gets fizzled because the cube falls onto there and the portal drops. So maybe what I need to do is, if I have this set up, that turns this on. Then I need to somehow respawn the cube. Oh, faith plate's blinking because well, it was blinking because it's offline. This means it has no power. So that laser thing. Oh, I missed the vibe. Oh, I missed the vibe again. Vibe checking it. Okay. That powers this but closes the door. So that's the conundrum, is how do you jump and then have it drop? If I have that, actually, let me think. You would think it could just turn orange or something. Like blue is on, orange is off? I don't know. But typically orange is on and blue is the thing is powered, but orange is the wire is powered. What's up, Conclan? Welcome in. Oh, my son's awake. Which means I've got like probably 10-15 minutes. Cause he's able to do some stuff on his own in his room. But he's up now, so maybe we'll see if we can wrap this up. Maybe not, maybe. Usually you've seen hammer maps set it to orange. Okay. Alright, so if we have this, then the cube drops, resets this. I hit the faith plate. And then the cube falls. So maybe we need to ghost cube it and also, like, we need to hit that. If we hit that laser from up top, maybe? But then it can't be on that button, which means that we can't get a portal through there. So it has to be on the button for us to get that portal set up, unless we need that to be up top. But we need to get in here somehow. We could get in here by setting up orange and blue, move that. Boy, this is really tricky. We can move orange and blue. So we could have orange on that side. The thing can come back up to block our vision. Then we can put blue up top because we can see that from here, which would allow the laser to go through. And if we have already set up the cube fizzling by having it be over in the corner or something, then that could work. Tricky. It's very tricky. We could see that from the other side. We could see that from this area too. I wonder if we have to set anything up from over there. Let me think. If we are here... If we're here with this setup and this allows us to spawn that cube. Oh, once we're on the button. So this nefarious and evil puzzle. There's a lot going on. It seemed like it was a small room. You have not done the first move of the map. It's okay. I believe in you, might be goated. It's only 3 moves. It's only 3 moves, and I haven't done the first move. I'm just looking at my son on the camera. He moved from his crib to a big boy bed recently. And the rule is when you are going to sleep, you're not allowed out of your big boy bed because we want him to sleep. We don't want him up playing with toys in his room. But once he's awake, he's allowed, like once he's taken his nap or when it's the morning time, he can be up and out of his bed. And that's fine, and he can play with his toys. But right now he's woken up from his nap, which was a great nap. And I kind of hope that he knows that he can leave the bed now because it's all good. Because then he'll just be happy playing with toys in his room for a little bit. I think it'll be okay. He's doing fine. It's another very subtle puzzle. It's another very subtle puzzle. Let me see it from here. So we're down there. That button is helpful. That button's real helpful. If we're up here and we respawn this, Assault still hasn't made it past the crib stage of life, but he's getting there. So rude. Can't even imagine. Okay, if we flash the laser there, then move it there. That'll drop the first one. Why does it have to be there? If we respawn it, we can't move it over there by setting anything up after respawning it. We can effectively move that to any of the rooms that we want to. Except for this last room. Would it do us any good to have it in the last room? No, because if it's in the last room, then we need to be in the last room to run over and activate the faith plate. And if the cube is with us, then we can have access to that, but we can't shine the laser out anywhere. So the cube can't be in here. If the cube is in here, and we're in the final room, depending on where we've set up the laser already, I don't know that that is super helpful either. Because this thing is still up. So unless we have something on this button, then it won't help us to have the cube over there. In fact, we can't really do anything unless there's anything on that button. But I'm thinking maybe the cube doesn't need to be there. Let me just put the cube on that button. I feel like that's kind of where we need to go. We need to go to the button first so that we can set up portals. Oh, on this side, please. I was like, alternatively, I haven't thought of bringing the cube up here, but what's behind this pillar? Is there anything behind here? Is there an Easter egg? That'd be a great spot for an Easter egg. Just like a little poster or something. Just a little bit of graffiti. Just graffiti that says ASDF was here. Because I was right there. You know, Chell, if Chell had a can of spray paint in teal, I'd put it there. Alright. Go here. Go get the cube back. For now. I'm gonna just try to think of this without having figured out this long rune thing. War, do that. I'm giving you more work, War. Maybe in the hammer version? Okay, so if this is on the button, I mean, I could point it this way, but I just don't know how helpful that is, you know? We can get up here now, from up top. Then we can get down here. So now, what do we have? We could now we can't respawn the cube. If the cube's on the button, we can't respawn it. And we need to respawn it for the final solution. This puzzle fell into place so easily, it's funny. Conceptually, like, I mean, I don't know how to make tests, like workflow-wise, thought process-wise, but it's almost like, what if we just put this thing in an X and put some buttons and then some laser, like, almost like genetic algorithm type test creation, where you would need to create an AI that's really good at solving tests, like a procedural AI that can solve tests by just doing every combination of stuff. And then, yeah, just like genetic algorithm tests by just slopping together a bunch of random stuff and then having the AI is like solve it until you get a good test. That would be interesting. You just put stuff down and it worked. Oh man, making a puzzle is basically a puzzle. Yeah, that's why, like, every now and then someone's like, when are you gonna start making puzzles? I'm like, bro, I'm not good at making puzzles. I'm not even good at solving puzzles. I'm okay at solving puzzles, and I'm pretty decent at streaming, but man, it's all skills. It's all skills. And I don't have the creation side of skills. So every time someone suggests it, I'm like, it might be cool to like learn how to do that. on stream or something, but it'd be a long stream. It's a long process. I could imagine you getting good at puzzle making. Oh, well, thank you. Maybe someday I will try it. Maybe once I've finished solving all the tests in the workshop, then I'll start making my own. Portal's too complex for an AI to do that, with the exception of one series which severely limited what the AI was allowed. Yeah. Shout out to the time Mike used the puzzle generator script to make an OK laser puzzle. Alright, so if this is dropped, then we could go down there. So from here now, we have access to up top. We have access to in there. What can I do from in here to set up a portal that I can't do from somewhere else? Can't jump around the pillar. Can't really do much from in here. I could drop this. Does this help? I don't know that that helps. And now I'm stuck. Wait. Am I soft locked? I'm soft locked. Wait, hang on. No, I'm not. I can get back through. Oh, let me through. Okay. Phew. It's fine. It's fine. Not soft locked. This map has no soft locks that you know of. Actually, I think conceptually this map can't possibly have any soft locks. Yeah. Unless you were to get stuck. No, because you can see this from this chamber. I was gonna say if you were stuck in this chamber, but you can always get back up to the top, which means you can get to the other chambers. Yeah. You're just so good at puzzle design. After admitting that you just slapped stuff together and it worked. What haven't I tried yet? I feel like I'm locked in. I need to think outside the box. I'm locked in the box. I need to lock out to lock in. If I get locked in, if I lock in, then I can think outside the box, and then I'm unlocked. Dude, I'm like a boomer with the new slang now. I'm in my 30s now, and people are saying stuff that I've never heard of before, and I'm like, when did I stop knowing about new slang? That's the thing. Puzzle design is literally just putting stuff together until it works how you want. Yeah, that makes sense. Puzzle design is gambling, so good puzzle designers are cracked at gambling. Sure, yeah, alright. Fun fact, the laser surface was initially there because you're too lazy to do anti-trapping, but it ended up giving you cool logic. That makes sense. I'm out of coffee. That's the problem. The nuance is OFC, deciding what you want. Is OFC a thing? I always thought it was, of course. Hyperdash, what's up? You've been spawned here. Alright, alright. Well, I've been spawned into this divinity-style chamber. To avoid giving spoilers, I will say it's a divinity-style chamber because Assault has access to the divinity screens. Oh, it is, of course. Okay, that's good. The nuance is, of course, deciding what you want. That makes sense. After I read it out loud, now I understand what you're saying. Okay. I'm not gonna do anything. Not that. Not that. Just up there. Why is that so hard? Because we didn't just say in Portal Mapping and Modding that it's Divinity Chapter 4. Yeah, no. That, I mean, Hyperdash didn't know that. Hyperdash isn't scrolling back through the chat trying to read to catch up for this small-time streamer. Nah, no one does that. Hyperdash is just here vibing, which means that he could place the portals accurately on this thing where the lines move, because he's vibing. Alright, if I put a portal there, I missed the vibe check. I missed it again. There we go. Now I need to drop this wall. But I need to do that from down there, so let me go down there. I'm going to work backwards, because I'm better at working backwards. Okay, vibe. Oh yeah. Okay, we hit that. Now we need to drop this wall, which means that we need to have something on this button. To get something on this button, we need this cube to respawn. To respawn that cube, oh, I was gonna say we could put it over here and we can move it through the thing. That might help, but we can't do that because it's on the button, which allows us to put the portal there. That's where I keep getting stuck. Divinity Field added to default B2 in 2030. Everyone can use the Divinity Field if they want, but I doubt anyone wants to. I think it's such a cool idea. Like, it completely revolutionizes puzzles. Not that it's Portal Revolution. It's revolutionary Divinity. Divinity getting added to B would be catastrophic. Okay, so now we need to respawn the cube. Is it a recycler? If I somehow was able to shove the cube now with my brain power, just knock it into the water. You've yet to design a puzzle yourself that is more than just cube on button to open door. Yeah, cube go on button to open door. Hey, you've designed more than I have now. I imagine it's not a quick timing thing either. But if we have it there... Your hardest puzzle was a Divinity Field map called Baby Burgers. Commander said it was mid, and I cried for 5 hours. Aww. Don't cry. It's fine. It's just mid. It's all good. What if I put one there and there? And now, if I were to respawn whilst keeping my portals, this test would get mad easy, even though I can't jump that high. Right? There are timings. They're not hard, though. Yeah, that makes sense. Timings just mean there's a ghost cube solution. Which I assumed there was already. Alternatively, is this walkable? Can I walk alongside this surface? It's walkable. So I could hit this from here myself by taking the cube with me and then squatting down right here. Then the cube would fizzle. I could do that. I could do that. Horrific. Then I could put orange here, which takes me up to the top. As the cube is... Let me through. As the cube is still spawning, I would have to... No, there's no way. I would have to do too much. Oh! Alright, how many people had money that would happen? Once I walk down that thing. Yeah, that doesn't help at all. It's a thing that you can do just for fun. Just for fun. Yeah, alright, everyone pay him a salt. Everyone pay him $1,000. Standard fee. If you don't bet and say it out loud in the chat, the default bet is $1,000 to everyone. Let me do this. I was gonna try to throw it over the barrier, but there's netting. That's so rude. Let me go back up here. Let me respawn the cube again. Oh, I need to go down there, respawn the thing. Then go out here, there. Passing the vibe check. Wait, it's not coming out of the middle. Does it not come out of the middle? Oh, it doesn't come out of the middle. Does that make a difference? Is that... You raise the fields to prevent throwing? I feel like I've traumatized you with my cube throwing. That's the thing that I do. Is there a reason that it's coming slightly out of the left side of the portal and not in the middle? Is that a detail that needs to be addressed here? The laser bent to help you. Okay. That's interesting. I don't know why the laser bending would help, because there's so much space around everywhere. Although, we were talking about how... Okay, stay over there. We were talking about how it comes out here, so maybe it's that you can fire it, like, right into the corner. And it... Oh. Interesting. It's just a quality of life thing, not something meant to change the puzzle. Lasers bend toward catchers. Oh, so now it's going out in the middle? Oh. I have never noticed that before. That's cool. Alright, I like that. It helps with the vibes. Automatic feature to help you aim better. Wow, even with the automatic help, I had nothing. Okay, let's try this again. We do this. It doesn't stay on, it immediately floats. So even a ghost cube is gonna only drop that field for a second. What's up, Diamond Main? Welcome in. Alright, I gotta go. I said 10, 15 minutes and it's been 20, 25 minutes. Because my son's up and hanging out, so I want to spend some time with him. But yeah, man, this is fun. This is fun. I've got so much stuff happening. I didn't solve a single test today, but it was a lot of fun. We've got this one now. I wonder if playing P2 puzzles every day increases your IQ. I don't know about that. My IQ is definitely not any higher than it was before after trying to solve puzzle tests, portal tests. I can't even talk anymore. My IQ drops every time I touch Portal. Oh, you went to the Steam Workshop and played a Demon Horizon puzzle noted as easy difficulty, and you couldn't beat it after 30 minutes and had to watch a guide. You should play anything by Masalt or Commander TNT. Even their easiest stuff is hard. Well, I'd say the subtlety that they have in puzzle creation is something that not a lot of puzzle makers have, and so it's not a style of thinking that you're used to when you start to dive into the workshop. So conceptually, like, the solutions are easy to understand, but they're kind of hard to suss out, as you've seen by me walking around this map, just walking in circles doing nothing for the last 45 minutes. So I have 17 stupidity points, thank you. I was assigned 17 stupidity points, and I've kept them. And I have not received any more since. But yeah, they are not working in my favor. So you're right about that. Also, I wished I had 200 IQ. That'd be great. Maybe not. I don't know. Usually a high IQ comes with a lower EQ in the balance of all things. I like where my EQ is at, and I like where my IQ is at. I'm happy. You're part of the 1% just because most maps are made by kids, probably. That's true. There's a lot of garbage in the workshop. And I like it. I mean, I don't have to play it, but the fact that people are out there doing stuff because they love Portal still, like, love that. So I welcome having more garbage in the workshop. That just means people are contributing. I've yet to contribute any sort of thing to the workshop other than ratings, which are also important. And I've played some maps on streaming, so that helps unite people together too. So I'm doing my part. Someone's got to make the puzzle. Someone's got to play the puzzle. Someone's got to complain about the invisible walls that are present in the puzzle. Someone's got to throw cubes to playtest the puzzles and do crazy angled lasers going through portals. And I can do those things. So that's good. But yeah, thanks for coming on by, guys. Hope you have a great rest of your day, as always. And I'll see you in the next one.